ago that we here at the RWA had lost one of our own, referee Jeremy Bell. Let's give it up for Jeremy in his memory, of course. And this following contest is in honor of Jeremy. It is a Jeremy Bell tribute match scheduled for one fall.
This is why I'm here, and this is what I do. I fight for fun!
Introducing first, from Rhode, Massachusetts, weighing tonight at 175 pounds, it is the fight finisher, Let's go!
Frank Bones made his return to the RWA last month at a cut above in the Jeremy Bell and was unsuccessful, but today he's looking to pick up exactly where he left off in the RWA, and he's facing somebody who he's one-on-one with, Bob Rossi, somebody he's very familiar with in Sean Leiter.
I'll say this, Frank Bones is one of those guys that overcomes adversity from any and every angle. This is a guy who was counted out. This is a guy who was told he probably shouldn't come back to the sport ever again. And this is a guy who continues to defy odds. I think Sean Leiter has had some pretty stiff competition over the years, but when it comes to those who have a never-say-die attitude, when it comes to those who are just full of passion, Frank Bones is bar none in a class of his own.
Frank Bones got that big one against Sean Leiter. RWA goes Broadway, but Mr. Leiter was able to level the odds at the Fight for Farber tournament. So Bobby Rossi, I'm looking forward to this one.
Sean Leiter continues to evolve as the years go on. An RWA original that is #1 in many people's hearts here from both sides of the curtain. But all of that aside, the reason why he continues to rank as highly as he does in the RWA rankings in the charts is because this man continues to evolve. He stays relevant. He hasn't gotten stale over time. He has aged like a fine wine. I'm expecting this to be a very competitive matchup. Frank Bones having to change his entire style and adapt to that of Sean Leiter. It's made his healing process that much more difficult.
Now, Bobby Rossi, let me ask you, for both these guys, familiar with one another, 1-1, what's your mindset? How do you prepare for the third match with these guys to try to break the score right here and secure this win?
I would start off by watching pretty much every bit of footage that I can, and I would try to find a weakness in my opponent's game. From there, I would look to exploit it. I wouldn't try to match my opponent's speed for speed, and I wouldn't try to erase them. I would try to find the biggest weakness they have and exploit it. And a lot of times, I feel as though Bones and Leiter have matched one another, shot for shot, hold for hold. And it looks like that's how they're going to start things off in this matchup here tonight.
You nailed it right on the head right there. Sean Leiter, Frank Bones, familiar with one another, definitely have done their homework. But Bobby Rossi, the question is, who wants it more? Frank Bones, I mean, coming back from this injury? Oh, here we go. In my opinion, I feel like he wants it more.
You think Bones wants it more? I think Sean Leiter finds inspiration within himself year after year. I think Bones seeks validation from the approval of others. So it's tough to say who wants it more, but I think they're coming from this at different angles.
Sean Leiter's tag team partner Tom Billington later on has another chance at the RWA Championship. This could be huge for Sean Leiter. Now, Bobby Whitney, let me ask you, who's your money on in this one?
I don't know. I mean, to be honest with you, the odds, I gotta go with Leiter. I gotta go with Leiter on this one. I was balancing it out, you know?
Fair pick right there. Sean Leiter showing why he wants it more right there. Get it, Frank Bones. Frank Bones brushing him off. Two guys with similar styles, familiar with one another. And look how, whoa! Ho, ho. You see the look on Leiter. You see the look on Bones right now. They're both feeling it. Do you feel the energy right now?
I certainly do. There is a competitive air throughout the entire room. And I didn't think I'd be able to say this, but Frank Bones is looking strong. From what I can tell, Sean Leiter is breathing pretty heavy, and it's a little too early in the matchup for that. In my not so humble opinion.
Both of you guys had Sean Leiter taking this, but in my opinion, when it comes to strikes, Frank Bones definitely has that advantage. Hard hitting right there, but Sean Leiter, he's not backing down easily, is he, Bob Whitney?
There's no quitting Leiter. That's the thing about him. And again, oh, look at this back and forth. Hard shots.
Giving it their all right there. Sean Leiter getting multiple out. Big chop right there. Another big forearm. Oh, Sean Leiter right there. Frank Bones gets him. Putting up Leiter and putting him right down.
You got a guy like Frank Bones, oh, we cover here. Got a guy like Frank Bones who isn't quite established the same way Sean Leiter is here at the RWA and in other parts of the regional scene. You got a guy who's looking to, again, to validate himself, and I don't think he's really found that same kind of validation since losing the Ocean State Championship, since losing the Jeremy Bell itself. And this is what a way to really redeem oneself. I think that's what he's looking for here, Coach. I think Frank Bones is looking for redemption.
Putting Frank Bones right down. Sean Leiter adding to his arsenal.
Picture perfect standing moonsault. Close but no cigar. Still just a 2 count as my colleague states.
Both guys down right there, but both guys similar styles. They're both taking the break, and Bobby Rossi, normally you don't want to see this, but I think this is perfect for Sean Leiter and Frank Bones. I think they need that slow break because these guys are fast-paced, and these guys want it tonight.
I couldn't agree more. We've seen it in the past. They've basically pissed out their gas tank before the end of the race. Pacing oneself, it shows a sense of maturity that Frank Bones, well, I didn't see in him beforehand. Oh, wait, Leiter's got him back on his shoulders. He doesn't plant him this time around. Bones with the reversal.
One-handed right there from Frank Bones. Came back stronger than ever. Gonna go for the cover on
How
Sean
do you
Leiter.
like me now? Cover here. Deep hook of the leg. Still just 2, says Nick Knox.
Quite the impact Leiter took there. Off that maneuver, the crowd still into this match here tonight at the Renegade Rumble.
The crowd is getting fired up, fired behind Frank Bones especially, and Frank Bones saying it's time right now. He is ready to secure this win. Gonna go to pick up Sean Leiter right now. What is Frank Bones thinking?
I think it's time to finish the fight. That's what he's thinking.
Sean Leiter had him red right there.
They keep going for it. Sean Leiter keeps going to have him off of his shoulders. What in the world he's got in mind here?
The unique thing about Sean Leiter, Bobby Rossi, is Sean Leiter's always adding to his arsenal. You never know. Code red right there. What's he going to do? Going for the cover here.
Well, nobody saw that coming, but do-si-do, and around they go. The crop circle is just that, and it leads to the demise of Frank Bones.
Did we have a bet there or something? I think I just want a little cash off, you know?
No, we'll talk about it the next match.
All right, fair enough.
Well, let's talk about the fact that in this tribute match, everyone here is the winner. Not just Sean Leiter. Hey, we did this one for Jeremy. Gone too soon, but never forgotten. We miss you, brother, and you're always in our hearts. That'll never change.
Said it any better.
Huge win for Sean Leiter right there. But Bobby Rossi, you said it perfectly. Credit where credit is due. Respect to Sean Leiter. Respect to Frank Bones. What a way to kick off the show.
What a tribute to a fallen friend, and what a tribute to professional wrestling. Thank you both, gentlemen, for putting it down for everybody here at the Church Hall. And those of you watching from YouTube, thank you so much for bringing the RWA into your homes and into your hearts.
The competitive edge that both of these men have, you are sure to see them again in a ring together. But again, fantastic match here tonight at the Rumble. Up next, of course, is our tag team championship match.
Gold is already starting, Bobby Rossi. I'm fired up. And this match gave me a reason to be fired up. Sean Leiter, amazing win tonight, adding to the win column. But Frank Bones, don't hold your head so low. Impressive showing tonight. And now that he's back, he's more hungrier than ever.
Jeremy was probably one of the coolest guys in that locker room. For real, like, he was one of the boys. He was one of the dudes you went to for advice, because not only was he like in it, he was watched it. He loved it. He loved being a part of it. And I'll never forget that, because when we weren't laughing or enjoying the occasional everybody knew what Jeremy was like. He was a funny guy. It really hasn't been the same. He probably maybe at least 80% of my matches in the last 10 years or so. I miss you, brother.
Everything that I've worked for, that I've even gotten a chance to get, is because of Jeremy Bell. And you know, there's guys in the back of that locker room that knew Jeremy probably 100 times better than I did. But within the 4 or 5 years that I got to know Jeremy, all the times before and after shows, hanging out in different parking lots, packing up different rings, whatever it came down to, he's the reason why I stand in the RWA. Everything that I've accomplished in my name has his name attached to it. And I wouldn't have it any other way. I just only wish that Jeremy was here to witness it. But I know he's down there. He's up there. I'm down here. He's up there. He's looking down. Right? He's looking down through our trials and tribulations, Sean. This show here, this match, is for him. You represent Jeremy's name now. It's you.
Thank you.